3, 2, 1, we're live! We're live! We're live! That was almost creepy. We'll get as soon as I find the video so I can see what goes on. Nope, no. Here it is.
JJ, what up?
A lot of people.
Cam, Roxy, Cam. Right into DFAPS, Zori 30s, and Caroline, Michelle. Demi Wilson. Doris.
So before we start, I have to show you guys some awesome things that Doris sent me. Hope I'm in frame. Okay. Oh, awesome. And then I got a big one for Big Brother. Doris did such a good job on these. There's one of the poor pups. And then also got these little awesome possum smoke alcohol ink pieces for the new gallery, which will be opening soon. They're so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I'm on my this. Hold on.
She said they're saying so pretty. Why is this not saying?
We'll figure it out. I wonder if I could flip it this way. Nope.
Does it do a flippy flip? Is that there? Is that right here? Is that a flippy flip?
No, that's turning it face to me or face out. So what we're gonna do is, but it's gonna be then facing my face, and then the camera isn't as good on the other side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring that over here, so that the mic is gonna be on the side of me that I'm going to be on. Oop. Get that over the mountain. Sorry, you guys. It's in the pocket. Okay. There we go. Look at all that stone coat. Y'all, we go through a little bit of resin in my life. It's a little bit not showing this. It's a lot not focused. Let's see. Perfect. Right. Sorry about all this commotion, y'all. Struggle's real.
Hi, JJ. Saskia's here. She said hi, Saskia. My Fox's baby cake says, Miss Hunt, he just woke up. Fell asleep with HD on my iPad. Nice surprise. Hi, Doris. That's what we're here for.
So, all right, you guys. I I'm going to be doing a textured ocean for you guys today. So I started out with this. This is a modeling paste from Pebio. I am way saying that wrong, I'm still sure.
Pebio.
Oh, Pebio. My American accent. It is a modeling paste that also comes with both. And it's great. He does. They're like awesome, and then we go live. So, Pebio sent me these awesome things to try out for you guys, and this is what it is so far. Let me take you guys on a little ride real quick so you can see my textury, crackly, wavy part. I did this about 20 minutes ago, so it's still a little bit squishy in some areas, but it's gonna be good enough. And then I have the little jetty here. The rest of the canvas I prepped with flat white interior house paint, sanded it with how many? 220 grit sandpaper, and then sprayed it with my handy dandy Krylon spray gesso. So now that all of that is out there, I'm going to start the ocean process. I have had some success with this, but it's not consistent enough to where I'm like, this is what it is every time. So I'm going to start with the deep. The deep.
What?
The deep. Yeah, I'm going to start with the deep, which would be this oceany area right here. Alcohol. So this alcohol is just off of Amazon. I have it linked in my description box below. And it is 91% isopropyl alcohol from Mountain Falls. They come like 6 in a box, and it's fairly affordable. I always drench my surface with alcohol just because I like a nice fade. This is by Jacquard. The first color is Blue Violet. It's Pinata. They sent me this color too, actually. Can you guys hear me at all? They may be like in the beginning of the video where it was some bad sounds. Next one is Dull Blue from Zig. It is. I'm sorry, Brandy, I didn't see your question. Do I have mine?
So if you say hello to me, I'm saying that.
Can you guys hear okay now since we changed it around a little bit? So this is my Wagner heat gun. I'm gonna turn it on to 650. Yeah, I'm on my phone instead of at our regular workstation, so the sound is going to be a little bit lower than usual, so I'll just speak up for you guys.
Crank up your volumes, everyone. Keeps coming in and out. Okay, you say something and I'll say it to the microphone. It's back here, right?
It's right here. It should be fine.
Yeah, that's right. Turn your volume as high as you can, please.
Ask if they can hear you since you're right behind it.
Can you hear me since I'm right behind it, everyone? Oh, Scarlett is with you. So Miss Teresa said.
Yes.
She said I can hear you. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. I'll talk if she says something. Says it's muffled. maybe it'll help if we talk when the blower's not going. Sure, hear you just fine. Thank you, Nails by Cindy.
So I'm pushing back the alcohol in waves so that it gives that like stuttered,
Everybody's saying they can hear now.
that stuttered look. The way alcohol ink works is that it sets where it dries, where the alcohol evaporates. So as long as there's alcohol down, it'll be fluid and you can adjust where it is. But once it's dry and set and you push it, then it'll leave these little striations. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute and then push it back and it'll leave a line.
That is a perfect for alcohol. Oh my gosh. Isn't it?
What?
That blower is perfect for your moving your AI.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
So see, since I let it set for a minute, there's now that dark crest.
Yeah, I love it. It's like a ripple. Hi, Melissa Foster. Saying hi to us. Okay, great. People are coming. Hi, Dawn.
I wish I could keep that.
No. Every time, and I wait to see, but it never stays. Stephanie says it's beautiful already.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Says I guess I'm gonna leave school because
Brandy, we've talked to you. I haven't seen what you said.
maybe her volume's off for herself.
Will someone let Brandy know that we've responded to her?
She said, "Do not say Thomas. My speech to text does not let." Okay, I will right now. And people are saying hello to this Brandy person anyway.
I don't know what else.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see how this is going to work because I've never used alcohol ink on a texture. I like to push my deep colors into a circle. That way there's like a super deep looking crevice. Puppy's on the move, puppy's on the move. And then now that it's all in this area, if I don't pick up some of this ink, it won't really look right. So I'm just gonna dab it a little bit. So now I'm gonna let this just set up. Because I find if I fiddle too much, once it's this little bit of liquid ink, it'll like finger and splay out and it just looks weird. Joplyn's teasing him a little bit. If I were to let this absolutely just sit here and dry, it would be the only shiny part on here, so I like to just dab it out just a little bit and let it set up and finish. So let's get a close-up of that. Thank you, Dawn. All right. Now let's take care of this earthy area. I've never done this before, so it'll be an experiment together. As per usual, I'm going to put a whole bunch of alcohol on it. And I don't know what this is going to do to this texture paste that I'm using. We're going to find out together. Let's find some earthy colors. Vanilla sounds good. Then let's do champagne. Who doesn't like some champagne? Then we have mustard. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris.
I'm gonna drop some of this dark mustard in the crevices. That's probably not a good word. Like this. And then, of course, I'm going to add some gold. Because would it be my art without gold? I don't think so. So let's just put the gold in these crevice areas. Why is crevice such a horrible word to me right now? I'm not digging crevice, but we're gonna roll with it.
What gold is that?
This is Pinata Rich Gold. Right. Now let's blend this out and see what we got. I find that's the thing about most of my artwork. Put the paint down and then see what we got. I'm really hoping that a lot of the ink gets caught in the
Mary Jo wants to know what color that was. And I'm assuming it was the rich gold that I asked you.
I assume so.
Okay.
I'm hoping that a lot of the color gets caught
Rich
in the
gold, Mary.
in the crevice.
Yeah. And the cracks. Yeah, because you know how sand has that little. So cool. I have a degree in control and take care of it. All right, Miss Brandy, sit down.
One of the puffs is peeling out. Let's put some light brown in here.
She said, what is air pouring ink on the ground? Okay, so Saskia, this is the sand that she's pouring on that she used. Yeah. That she used the modeling paste by Pavio. Texture paste. and that's where it's her ground area.
I'm hoping this isn't too yellow, but we'll see how it dries out. Because you know sometimes alcohol inks are completely different color.
Well, especially
when
the
they set.
zigs.
Yeah.
Those are like, you never know. It's like you for sure have to make swatches with those things or something. Because it looked great when you put it down, and then now it's kind of looking weird.
Put a light
Mustard
brown in
yellow.
it. But like these are looking okay. These little veinings. So I'm thinking that the color
Once
is
it
going to
dries,
be okay.
yeah. And that's the thing, it changes color with alcohol, and then it goes to the normal color. It's a trip with those.
Now I'm drying this in patches, still on the 650 heat setting. Because I don't so much want the waves, like in the infinity area. I want kind of swirls of where the sand is catching.
Yes, Stephanie, we primed the board canvas with, she said she had primed it with the flat white paint first, and then she put the texture paste on, and then she did a light sand, 400 grit? 220 grit, light sand, and then she sprayed the gesso spray at the end, Krylon gesso spray after that. And then resanded again with the 220.
Yeah, I think that's a good sand color. Right here.
Yeah. It's a great sand color. No, Stephanie, you're not yelling. It helps to see when it's the questions. Are yellow ones alcohol ink is hot? Yes. Mia Nels, yes, this is all alcohol ink. So far, the colors on here are, and even the gold is an alcohol ink. Hi, Wandering Art. So Brandy's Studio says, thank you so very much for sharing that fantastic heat gun with us. It is awesome. You're welcome, Brandy Studio. Ooh, that's cool.
Alright, since I know my table is leaning a little bit this way and I'm going to put brown right here on this textured area, I adjusted my board so that it would run only here.
Mary Jane says, Erica, that is amazing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Did not use mustard. Pepper. Blush. Use not this.
Hi, Kim. So where she's putting that alcohol ink over right now is a little bit lower and smoother. It's same texture paste, but it's just like a little like jetty area.
Yeah. This is going to be the difficult part. Keeping it out of these colors.
Yeah. But that's so smooth of a flow that it's going to be easier for you than not, you know? It's got the perfect flow of hair
Yeah.
to move it, but not like, you know?
Right.
I love it. Yeah, I did get it just for the alcohol. Does it do a cool setting with a low like that? Is it on cool like that? Or?
You can do a cool setting.
But does it stay that flow?
Yeah, you can change how much air is pushed and the temperature.
But it didn't seem to move your guys' resin though.
Nope, this is the high airflow setting,
Oh wow.
which is why it's good for inks.
Mm-hmm. All right, baby. Go ahead, put Max down. Give him a kiss for me. Should I go step away for a bit? Put Max down. Yes, ma'am. Bella, it is alcohol ink that she's blending.
We're about to break out the resin.
Yeah. Where she's placing the alcohol ink right now is on top of texture. All the tan is texture. Below it. Asked if you're just wondering, are you going for a certain look? I missed the beginning, and I feel like I missed something cool with the blue. It's just the
it's
deep
gonna be ocean. So I'm gonna put blue here and over most of it. Nope. I'm gonna put blue alcohol ink here and here, and then blue resin over all of this.
Oh, sorry, Bill, I misunderstood. Yes, it's just alcohol ink. She's not using any blending solution. It's 91% isopropyl alcohol only, mixed with the alcohol ink.
You're good.
I hate when I cut you off.
No, I wouldn't have seen the question, so I'm glad you're here to take care of that.
Wondering, saying, awesome. I was thinking it looked kind of like ocean. Very cool. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Kim. I'm super excited for the surprise. Yeah. I'll have Miss Carrie check I'll text her to check the door, and then when she gets done putting Maddox down. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, Kim. Hi, Angie. Thank you, JJ. Don't you just love it? It's like an exotic. Ooh, I like those colors.
I love I don't even do earth tones, but I'm digging this like warm bronze look.
It looks like an exotic beach.
Alright. I'm going to try to do this without blending out too much of the browns. I need some light blues and light aquas and a green. So I'm going to do this area, and then we'll do this area, and then this area. In theory. Since it's all tilting that way,
Hi, Linda.
it may change my mind for me.
Wonder guys, this textured bottom looks amazing. That what was going me a beach film. That's what was giving me a beach film.
Awesome.
I just love that light turquoise blue. I'm so addicted between the green and that color. I just love doing that with AI.
Yeah, I like adding some green because, you know, when the sand gets really close, like the ocean gets really close to the sand and it's not very deep, you get that green look because the blue of the ocean is mixing with the yellow of the sand and it gives that green faux finish.
Yeah, and the light's hitting it more too. It's not as deep. Pamela says, love alcohol inks. Can someone tell me what pencil is the best to erase without a shadow?
Alcohol ink?
No, pencil to draw, probably erase. I would stay away from actual pencils with lead. I would do like a colored pencil, like a blue is good, a light blue colored pencil. Because whatever, you don't even have to erase it, whatever you put it on, it's not going to show up whether you paint it with acrylic or whatever. So that's always a good one. Joe, I hope you heard that. Because I know you're eating, you're getting your eating on. We always tease Joe because she's always like, gotta shower, gotta take a phone call.
She fills everyone in. Taking coffee break.
Yeah. There, sorry. Yeah. I use chalk. Oh, underground a lot, but it depends what you're writing on. Manels, question. Oh, is there any reason? Okay, Mia Nels, is there any reason in particular that you're not using the blending solution? Does it make the modeling paste speed up or something like that?
I don't know what it would do to the modeling paste, but you could use a blending solution. I'm not sure why. I don't feel like I need it because I'm really trying to get these like wave lines. So I feel like if I used a blending solution, it would kind of fade these hard edges a little bit. And it is not cheap. I have some. I like using it.
Basically, the blending solution's more so made to blend mixatives or like the white jacquard ink, alcohol ink. You can use it with your alcohols, but literally just alcohol will save you money. And the other good thing about blending solution, if you want to use it with regular alcohol, is it allows you to be able to move your inks longer. It takes longer to dry purposely, so you have longer working time in a sense for the AI, but it's not a necessity unless you, again, are using a mixative, like a metal, or you know, want more working time, because it'll take you get to move more. It does really help blend colors really, really beautifully too, but it isn't cheap, so it's better if you can avoid, you know, using it all the time, unless you have the money to do that.
Which is also cool.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Teresa. You sent a pic where? Joe says she's doing it on a Joseph board. Okay. I would just use a light blue coloring, light blue, what did I say? Colored pencil, Joe, because you can still erase that, but you could be, it won't show up through whatever you're painting. You know what I mean? You can cover it and it won't show. Petra! Hi! To your phone. Okay, thank you, Miss Teresa. Mallory says, hi everyone. Hi, Mallory.
Hi, Mallory.
Okay, thanks. Okay, JJ. That's it, bad. JJ says, taking Ruben out to pee. Petra says, hi, Scarly. Hi, Erica. Okay. Bouvier, the gold is also pink. Yes, Miss Bouvier. It is Rich Gold by Pinata, Jacquard Pinata Alcohol Ink.
So let's see where we're at. Hey, Petra. I always say it wrong.
I love this. I love it.
I'm hoping that it inspires some people to try outside of their comfort zone stuff.
It will. She said no problem. Resin Nuts says, hi, Carrie. Hi, Miss Carrie. Some Max must be napping apps. Oh, Miss Carrie, Kim said she's sending something to the house today, so
Check the door. I really love these colors. They just make me feel good when I see them.
Right?
Oh, the brightness. She's like happy.
Yes.
just complement each other so well. Carrie says, looks great.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi, Abby. Hi, Lisa from Jots Design. Miss Kim, you didn't need to do anything. You're just fine. Miss Bouvier says, I love that.
Thanks, Miss Bouvier. Countess Bouvier.
Miss Teresa says, yes, your happy art just made my day. Linda says, love the dark blue.
So, now that we have our ocean, we can put some alcohol inks up and get our resin on.
Get your resin on. After you see. Rachel says it looks amazing, Erica. Must be being left. Oh, there's one. This one. I just love this. This is so pretty when the resin's over it. So it's totally like the sand. So what is this we are using?
This is a blending pen by CaliArt. There was a separation where I did this part and then this part, so I just wanted to connect the waves, so to speak. It's basically a blending solution pen.
Michelle McCarty says, hi, I was on your website, Erica, looking for info in a class in Bradenton, Florida. I couldn't find anything.
Can someone send her a link? Hey.
I could do that. Where do I send the link to? One moment, Miss Michelle, we're gonna send you a link. Hi, Abby.
So 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
You can show them this.
Okay. So we got this beautiful upside down, sorry. This beautiful blending pen. Ooh, and it's got 2 different tips. So you have the broad or the fine, which is really cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you guys can see the waves that
Just like rockety pencils.
I've put
Can
on
you
here.
use alcohol on glass as well? Yes, Mary, you can use alcohol ink on glass. It's better because the smoother the surface, the better with alcohol inks. Nice flow. Just remember, putting any kind of art, let alone AI, in direct sunlight is no bueno, as it's not light fast. So you definitely want to seal it, but be mindful of that, because even glass itself, colored glass, will fade in direct sunlight. So if you paint and use just a spray, do you need wood sealer? I'm definitely inspired. It depends on your wood, Miss Wandering Art.
If it's not sealed in, you would need to seal it with what we use is polycrylic.
Yeah. You're gonna want to seal like wood, like pine wood or something that seriously breathes, with polycrylic, and that would be front, back, and all sides. You know, you want to literally seal it, and then let that dry, and then you can gesso on top of that and sand it and do all your jazz. And that's just so that it doesn't keep breathing, so that when you do resin over, the bubbles don't come through, and then
It'll mess up.
yeah.
They're on their way to you. They'll do it.
You're welcome, Miss Neonels. Yeah, I mean, it'll last, so just
Keep your blending solution. It is expensive and it's such a small bottle
too, so, you know, you can even use a couple drops of blending
solution within your alcohol
itself, and it'll help, you know, give you that longevity and really blend your colors, if you want. Okay, Miss Trudy, I will, as soon as she gets back, I will let you know. Resin so it won't fade. Yes, you can use resin as long as it's UV archival resin, but you still are going to need to seal it. Otherwise, yeah, resin, UV protected.
Oh yeah.
you're gonna still want to seal it, your AI, because like she is right now with the Krylon UV archival spray. You're gonna want the satin of this or the matte. You do not want glosses.
It will reactivate your alcohol ink. But
This is all you need, and then it'll be bomb. It won't fade, it won't reactivate it, blah, blah, blah. And then once that dries, then use resin, and I would suggest using a highly UV protected resin. But still, even still, you still want to keep it out of direct sunlight. Things just fade, people. Okay, so Miss
Trudy said something right here. She wrote, that is, you're fine.
That is really pretty. And she said, tell E I like that, the blue hair. Oh, thank you. And just so you know, everyone, we have a ginormous windows open, and it's automatically, the fans are pushing it out the window as she's doing that. So
it is super ventilated. Super ventilated.
But wear your safety gear and your breather mask if you're sensitive and need it.
What kind of spray? Okay, so I think I showed you that, Mary. I got it.
So it's the UV by Krylon UV Archival. That's all you need to seal your ink. And use the matte version or satin.
What did you spray first? Oh, why are you doing another one? Oh, okay, dry it first. And then do that. Just to make sure it doesn't mix.
Yes, Joe, the spray is the bomb.
This really is one of the only sprays that doesn't blend it out under resin.
Yeah. Okay. She has a glass table, Mary Fisher has a glass table that I am outside. I wanted to do something with, but if it will mess up.
I wouldn't alcohol anything that's outside.
Yeah. The suggestion is to not alcohol ink something that's outside. Just use the resin to color your glass on your glass table, and you can resin over glass as well.
Make sure that
Scuff it first would be best, probably.
and do something that's resistant.
Yeah. Just make sure your resin is UV resistant, and then I would do a light, like sanding, just to give a little bit of tooth as well to the glass, just so that your resin just doesn't peel off or whatever. And I would use a resin that really gets really good hard, like this Stone Coat Art Coat, or the Stone Coat Countertop Art Coat one, or the regular Stone Coat countertops. Those all get like super nice and hard and can withstand heat. I don't know how hot, but sun's hot after a while, so just be mindful of things like that when you choose your resin. You don't want it to like get so hot it starts getting sticky or melting or sloping or something.
Turns out this, we can show them what happens if you use the wrong thing because it's moving it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So
Okay.
if you want to put people down.
And those open up.
Yeah, at the top.
Oh, it's the top.
You just push like the whole phone up.
Okay, I just worry about. See, I did do something, didn't I?
You just took the words off, which is fine.
Oh.
All right, you guys. So this is the semi-gloss version. What I sprayed the first time was the matte version. I'm just going to show you guys what happens. Even though I went ahead and sealed it all in with the matte version, this will still give you issues. So come on over. Let's look in this area.
Got it.
See how it pushed out just a little bit? There's extra lines in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it reactivated it and
So that gives it, like, this little vein wasn't here. So just to give you an idea.
As to why you stay away from gloss, even semi-gloss.
I'm still using it a little bit because I didn't have enough of the matte in it, that can, to fully seal this in.
It ran out.
So I'm spraying it in small parts so I can seal it and evaporate the alcohol that's in this can really quickly so that my resin doesn't fade it while it's setting.
And you're, oh, okay.
If I were to just spray this and let it set on its own, it'll have time to reactivate my inks and move everything around from where I had it set up. So that's why I'm spraying it and then immediately hitting it with the heat gun. I would just recommend getting the matte and saving yourself the stress.
Yeah, or satin.
Or
Matte and satin
satin.
are safe. Just the glosses are not. Semi are not. Carrie, a blurble came up and she said, "Tell E Brandy loves the Geo coasters you just did." I believe is what it said.
Oh, thank you, Brandy.
Laura Taylor. Hi, Laura Taylor.
Laura, how are you doing?
But as you see, wherever she's spraying, it's going lighter. It like reactivates and like makes it disappear. It's weird.
It like literally makes it disappear.
Great, she says. Off today, and the weather is awesome. Rachel says, "Hi, Laura." Oh, Miss Teresa says she's ordering you some matte archival.
That's too kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm not taking your ring.
Yeah, I put the, sorry, that's why I shoved it to your face. I'm all, here's the mic. But yeah. She said, "Thank you so much. That is so kind of you, Miss Teresa." Dang, I'm sorry. I would have brought a can for you.
I didn't know. I just bought this yesterday and I just wasn't paying attention.
Boo. That's so interesting. I wonder what's in it that.
Alright, I think we're resealed. This is what I wanted to happen. These like dark areas.
Mm-hmm. Dude, see, that's why I like the crackle of it because it looks, because those, we'll see. So that higher one. Yeah. I mean, seriously, look how beautiful. Hi, Ramona. So pretty, like a deep blue.
What is the
It's
texture?
a Paybo.
Maybe.
Good catch. I thought you were gonna fall.
No,
Yeah.
I felt fuzz behind me, so I was like, nope, let's step on a puppy.
Modeling paste. It's a craft by Paybo. Paybio. Paybio. But Miss Petra, I think honestly yours is probably best. And this is really expensive. So she added the texture paste right here as well. Okay, don't get sassy. Oh, it's because she has, look at little Miss Joplin. Stole Bowie's treat, but he has a treat right there, but he wants hers. But hers is bigger, so I can see why. He would want that one. Yeah. I want to get yours, Petra. Oh yeah, Christy, I'm here. I exist.
She's real.
Mm-hmm. Look how pretty. Tell E. Brandy loved the geode coaster she did a couple days ago. Miss Carrie, I just said that to them. Am I on mute or something? Did I hit something weird? Kind is yours, Petra. Yeah, bust it out, Petra. Put your link in. Okay, so I don't know how to get the words up there.
You need the words up there?
Yeah. Well, here, I just need to see. Oh, duh. That's okay, yeah. I forgot about that. I know, man. Alright, here we go. Love the goal, Michelle says. Yep. Awesome. Oh, hi, Mattify. Now the purple with the teal, right?
Oh, cute.
Kim said, Carrie, Kim, you see that, right, Kim? Carrie got your package. Woo-hoo. Patriot, Laura Taylor asked, Patriot, any future visits to the U.S.? Ooh, Miss Patriot, if you came to the U.S., please stay with me.
Come through Texas.
Yeah, come through Texas so we can all hang out in art.
Laura Taylor's coming through in September.
Yeah! Laura Taylor, I want to play with you.
She'll be here today.
Get her art out.
Can't get her feet fast enough.
She's fast. She flies though. That's what's weird. I don't know how she does that.
So I'm going to be using Art Coat. So mad. So mad.
Look at his mouth. He's telling her what he's like trying to get it from me.
Going on a run. It's gonna be fun police and then be like, not here, not today. No more fun.
No fun for you.
So if you guys are new to resin, I'm using Art Coat by Stone Coat Countertops. You can get it on my website, artistfilledout.com, or you can get it from Stone Coat's website and get $10 off of your $100 order. I'm actually waiting on my order from Stone Coat now because I'm out. It's a great resin. You can get like 2-hour working time. It's the highest UV resistance on the market. It's heat resistant up to 500 degrees. Water, alcohol, everything resistant. There's no fumes, no smell. The viscosity is amazing, especially for creating waves and cells and things. It's just my favorite. Anyone who has used it can tell you that it's bomb.com. I just gotta mix it for 3 minutes, which is the worst. Hey, babes. That's their game. Their game is, I'm gonna chew on this so that you want it until you chew on something else and then I want it and then that's it. That's the game.
Pretty much looking.
And then they're gonna sit under where I'm filming to argue about it. Bowie.
Bowie's better.
What about this one?
He's like, really, Mom? Look at this. He does that. Look at she's like, oh, maybe I can get both of them now. Did you see that?
She was laying on all 3 of them a second ago.
She does this now at home because he showed her how.
Bowie.
So with the other kids, she does it now. And they're like, what are you doing? And now she berries. She tries to berry.
Bowie berries.
I know. She always learns a new something when she comes here. From her big brother. And she'll be like this in the back. Like right like here. And I'm like, you can't.
It's not
put it
gonna go
my
in there.
skin. Yeah.
Oh no, Bowie. Don't forget to scrape your stir stick, the sides, and the bottom of your mixing container. I'm gonna have to get them a new treat.
What size is the round? What is it? 18 or 20? Yeah, it's a 20-inch round, Miss Carrie. Bowie likes to believe he's the bossier one when they get together, Doris, but technically Joplin. Joplin, like, can cut a person. When she lays down hard. So thanks for your patience. She's just feeding the babies little treats.
Okay, they're both. I'm not even gonna say it because then they're gonna be like, joke, haha, you thought it was over. It's not.
Pamela's loving this piece, and she'll rewatch what she missed.
Thank you. I'm just putting some clear down on the sandy areas where my pleasure. Where I don't want any of the blue to get to.
I'm gonna
midget.
That guy, this guy, and a stick.
Are you putting it on this? What do you want? How much more do you want?
Probably 5 and 5.
So turn.
Look at that, look at the feet. Right. That might adjust your movement. So now I'm going to put some turquoise seas tint by Color Obsession, just a couple of drops into my resin to faintly tint it this color. You don't want to use a lot because even though it's transparent, it's going to alter these colors on the bottom. So I want it to slightly change the color, but not go crazy. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3 drops just to start and see what color we got. I have more of this coming for our stock in the store. Unfortunately, I'm out currently. But it's like a beautiful, like melted aqua Jolly Rancher color. Bam. That one has color on it. Oh, it's not a lot of color. So, while she's mixing that up, we'll show you guys the other colors I'm using. This one is melted, but I'm pretty sure it's Caribbean Blue by Color Obsession. It's a tint. I do have it in stock currently. And then I'm also going to use Snow White by Color Obsession. I may not use this actually because I don't think I have any of these.
So we're just mixing up. Laura Taylor. Pew, 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 pew. She donated some money. I don't know if you can hear that, but we made the button go for you. I just made the button, Miss Erica made the button go for you, Miss Laura Taylor, but it's maybe too far away for you to hear. But thank you so much for the donation.
Yeah, our new ones are that thick. Moe's gotten to where anything that hits the ground, he's like, it's mine. He's very mistaken.
she's doing all of Max's toys lately. She's been trying to chill his toys. I'm like, wait, you have a bajillion toys.
Doesn't matter, it's mine.
And he's like,
Boy, you got you taking his toy to do.
Hey Melba, hey Leslie, fam. And if it gets crazy enough, I'm gonna add some green meadow. Judy!
hi, Judy. She wrote that Lord doesn't run out of my number.
That's awesome, Blonde Java. It just, she says that Carline's giving away $1,000 scholarship to art students. Morning.
So we're not going out like flowers if this appears to.
So it did seal in really well because of how patchy some of my resin application is right now. If it would have started to melt and move my resin, I'd be able to see it when I do that. But it didn't leave any rings, so it's sealed in proper. That's kind of like a visual test to see if you sealed it in enough. Wunderbar, thank you so much. Now let's gonna mix some more.
Cups.
Oh no, I'm just gonna use this one because it's bigger. I don't have any smaller ones. Zoe?
Did your sister just steal your plate again?
Like that, it's not my fault. She stole my bat.
You can't see. Do you want to see?
So this is the turquoise seas. I added just a little bit more pigment to make it slightly darker. I think this is like 4 drops worth.
It's such a pretty color.
It's my favorite and it's never in stock. I swear. As soon as I get it in, people buy it.
Yours is like the far one.
Look for Caroline Matt on Thursday.
Ah, yeah, because she said no.
Too sweet. I don't know what I would do without you guys. So this is gonna be, actually I think this is Bondi. And I'm even gonna put it over this landmass because you'll be able to see it under my aqua colors.
Yeah, Houston's not super close to me, but I'd be willing to pay Trey to drive down to see you.
All the places. Smell like pizza.
Okay, so Bouvier says I sprayed an alcohol ink canvas picture and sprayed with the polyurethane semi-gloss on the inked canvas last week and is going to use the resin today. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
It's a question about time.
Yeah. If it's a question about time, Miss Bouvier, you should be fine. Manify said he ordered some craft coats. You know to play with.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm like, you didn't really want that. You go, did you? Did you want your actual beacon?
No.
Oh, they just said that.
If I heat it up too much, then it won't be the right consistency for my frothy cells. So I just want this low and slow heat.
So you don't want to move it though?
Nope. All I want to do is pop the bubbles.
Okay. How much rain to do a float cost on that round?
How much resin to do a flood coat?
It was 10 ounces.
10 ounces will cover it.
Miss Ramona, it was 10 ounces to cover the 20-inch round.
All I'm doing right now is popping the bubbles.
She's just popping the bubbles.
And pulling out.
What chocolate there? Where that child wants to.
Yeah. Though he's blowing his stomach around too.
He says you're gonna get diabetes from the sweetness of those puppies.
No.
It's all true. I'm gonna notice missed everything. Missed you.
No worries, Judy.
This is like way old, just so you know. I'm scrolling back. If we missed any questions. It's gorgeous. Mel Bass Sanders. Oh, there you go. Mel Bass Sanders. Yeah, she says it's gorgeous. Okay. Mia Nels asks, Erica, do you have any more of the turquoise shimmer epoxy pigment paste?
I have some on order if it's not in stock.
So, Mia Nell, sorry, it took me forever to find this question you had, but I did. Okay, so Erica says that if she doesn't have it in her shop, the turquoise shimmer epoxy paste,
It's on order.
then it's on order.
Leslie Gilman is here. Hi, Leslie. What up, Leslie? Juan Java says hi. Oh, the scholarship. Okay, that's all right. I just love seeing horizon on top of it. Yeah, it's just so beautiful to me.
Okay. Now
So
let's
she
get our waves on. What?
Leslie said she talked to Adam about teaching art classes here at the nursing home. I told her no.
No.
Rude. It was just old. It was what the truth asked was that adopt one or Bowie fur.
they've probably gotten together to conspire against me. Probably.
Okay, so with your waves, when you put them on, you want to do backwards from how you think it should be, right?
Right.
So if you want the waves to look like the sand's going this way,
You want to push them this way.
you want to push them away from the shoreline. Wherever you put your shoreline, push your white waves away from it. Thank you. Hello, Jellica, if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know if it's pronounced Helica, Jellica. But hello from Serbia. Pretty good.
What's up,
Yeah.
Serbia?
Yeah. Hi. Masu Art says I'm Judy. Masu Art says, great group, happy to say hello to it. So I know that is the tempo. Judy. She says, Carrie, does Doris know you have that range? Yesterday, crazy thing happened. Miss Jen came on and she's like, where's my wrench? And I'm like, what? Like, she didn't have a wrench any longer. And it was just Jen. Like,
Did you
all the
reset
other...
it and it like worked, or was it like no more wrench for you?
I just added her back. I don't know, it's weird. But when I added her, you know, on the way, the 3-dot way, how you showed me, finally, for the first time I was able to do that, I was like, yes. And then, but it doesn't put it in the, like, your main thingies where it shows everybody, you know what I'm talking about? In, like, the Creator Studio part. It doesn't show it there, so I added her there just to make sure, because then you have to hit save changes or whatever. So I was like, is this just only for today? Do we get this guy?
The deal. I'm gonna put some. I thought I'd bust out some artisan and try to put these. Waiting for one.
Oh, that white's from Arson?
But it's old.
I have things, I just haven't used them.
I'm gonna make some new white glue. I usually use titanium white by Just Resin, but I'm out of my stock and I don't want to pull from the store.
Bye, Miss Bouvier. Chesterfield drops little Futurella that everyone thinks is a Napoleon. I love your work, Erica. Beautiful piece. I love the colors.
Thank you. Have an awesome day.
That's cool, Blonde Java. She says she moved to a really cool town with lots of artists.
Where was your town, Miss Java? Jesus. There, keep an eye on your lens is all I'm saying. Between she and Doris. It's so funny. Joe. Okay, back on my laptop now. Lots of static sounds on the phone version. Dang. So pretty, Erica Blonde Java says. Lufton, South Carolina is where she moved. I don't know where that is. Laura Taylor says, eat. That piece is the bomb.
Thanks, Laura.
And My Fox's Baby Cake says, nice. That white really brought it to life. And Judy says, bomb diggity. Joe says, I love this piece. Dora says, I love the depth of this piece. So stunning. Leslie Gilman says, oh, so she can't teach them because they said that they would be gone before you can teach them anything, and it is way too expensive anyway.
That's kind of morbid. They're going to be gone before you can teach them anything.
Right?
Calm down, nursing home.
Misty wrote, this is my favorite piece. This is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Frankie. Welcome. Frankie's done. He's saying hello.
What's
Finally
up,
made it.
Frankie?
Laura Taylor says, Leslie, that is such an unacceptable and ridiculous answer. For reals, though. Starting my new single life after raising 5 kids on Java. Now it's just me, my dog, and art. Wow.
That's all you need.
So, Sherry Neely says, that is my favorite alcohol ink piece that I have seen you do. Spectacular.
Man. I'm digging it.
Trudy has a question. If you swipe clear resin over this white, so white sunflower scape, what will you still get cells? I know you'll get cells with, yeah.
You
Clear-
won't
yeah, you
really be
will.
able to see them.
Well, you will, yeah.
What's your base?
But white. White
So it'd be
base.
a white on white painting?
No, because the clear adds a coat, so you still see it. It's not like super hardcore, but you still see it. It almost looks like a little shadow, you know what I mean? Like polka dots, like a light polka dot. But yeah, basically. If you had a white board, then yeah, it would be harder to tell. But it'd be way more fun to put color over on top of that white base, just saying.
He definitely likes white on white pieces, so I mean, I'm sure it's doable, and I'm sure you get cells.
Well, she's saying this white with just clear, which,
Yeah.
yeah, it totally does, but like you said, if your undertone is white, it is harder to see, but you still see it. Blonde Java says, that beach, Erica. Erica spelled with a K, now see.
Fun fact, my birth certificate is real.
Congrats. Now you can take your time. You can take your time. That's right. photos because I got rid of the X. And now it's just me and my 6 cats and my art, which he would have never let me do.
You don't need nobody to tell you that you're allowed to do anything, so you're better off.
He says you're better off. Good job. Teresa says, okay, fam, I need to mow my lawn.
Thank you, E and S, for a great live. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Teresa.
We're here for you. Thanks for everything.
And she'll keep an eye out for that spray on Thursday. Thank you again. Miss Teresa, do you get the lawn with the ones that you get to sit, like riding lawnmowers? Those are rad. I want one for now. The cats are already here. The cats are already here. Gee, the 6 cats or the art? About the X.
She said the cats are already here, so it was the art. Yes, Miss Rorona, I do have a video today. I just need to post it. I'm sorry. I'm lagging on the edit post, but it will be at some point today because I am going to art after this with Miss Erica. So,
but I had already pre-recorded a couple different little ones. They're just simple. One of them was at Miss Judy's, and one was the stones that Erica helped place. Erica actually placed all on the star. Ooh, 0 turn. Dang, Teresa's all fancy. She got a 0 turn lawnmower.
Pretty fancy, huh?
Aw.
Give you guys a close up.
Happy arting, S&E, Modify says. Can't wait to see. Aw, thank you, Miss Kate. It's beautiful, Erica, Saskia says.
Thank you, Saskia.
Yeah, show them this way because that's where it goes. The short one. It looks so pretty. It's super clear too. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like crystal clear to see.
I think my favorite part is this like gold sand shore undertone under that green.
Patron says, but on comments this morning, amazing album. Oh, Mr. says, oh, I closed on my headphones. Haha.
Digging it. Will you hold this?
Mhm.
I'm gonna take this and
Kate says, wow, great job. It's awesome. And Resin Up says, love it, Erica. Joe says, love that part with the gold underneath, too. Abby says, beautiful. Frankie, have I missed it all? Oh, I hope not, Frankie. I hope you saw that part at least. What did I do? Sorry. My bad.
Alright, turns out I have no more resin and I gotta clean up so I can help out Miss Scarletta.
There's the kids.
What you doing, Jack? What are you doing? I mean, boys and girls. What are you babies doing?
Ramona asks if you're having a class before the one in Florida.
I am having one in Dallas.
She is having
having one in Dallas on the 20th of this month. Yeah.
Alright, you guys. Thank you for tuning in and seeing what we're about. I can't give my whole spiel because then Cujo is a hype.
Here, your face is there.
And then I have to take them out. So we will see you guys
The pups are cute.
tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We love you all so much. Check out our website for all the things. We do have a class coming up.
Yeah, she's much smaller than Moni, Miss Ramona.
He heard me.
Cujo, you see him? That's so funny. He's totally yeah. He's like right there, like, let me out. I heard WALK for sure. Just have a nice night. Everything. Bye. Bye.
Anyways, you guys, we'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
I said bye.
Oh, y'all are so in sync.